Hello and greetings to all my friends and dear ones. I hope all you lovely people are doing well. As you know, I'm traveling right now and I don't really have the opportunity to post videos often. However, because of the current rather complex situation in the skies, and since things are unfortunately not going very smoothly or efficiently, the entire question now seems a bit more complicated and difficult. That's why I decided to make a short video for you, my dear ones, and talk about the aspects that are happening right now. The place I'm in is very beautiful. It has a very spiritual atmosphere. I don't know if you can hear the sound of the birds or not, but your presence is truly missed here. My heart is with you, and the higher spirit is also here with us, within me. I hope these messages will be a light that will reach your hearts, enter your homes, and bring you peace. God willing, amen. Today I want to talk a bit about the issues related to the Saturn-Pluto conjunction that we will be deeply involved with. Saturn is a very strict teacher, as you can see. It doesn't let us off the hook easily. We can't fool Saturn. We can't put on a mask and escape Saturn's judgment, move forward and pretend otherwise. Saturn is the one who knows us, knows our lives, knows our inner selves, and says, I want you. In anything I give you a certificate for and let you pass, you must be a master at it. Otherwise, I will stop you from moving forward. As a result, in this period, which will last from now for the next 6 months, the false masters will be eliminated. People who wear masks will have their masks fall off. Those who play the victim will be exposed to others. Those who are exploiters will no longer be allowed to exploit others. Those who try to control others will no longer be able to control them. Unless the person is truly mentally ill and willingly puts themselves under someone else's control so they can be controlled through others. A very simple truth is someone who truly, actually, indeed, genuinely, fundamentally shows you the truth, lets you understand to what extent. How genuine are you? What percentage? How much are you lying? What percentage are you pretending? And so on. This causes individuals' merits, their spoken words, and completely trivial and insignificant things to be given undue value for no justifiable reason. Through our collective efforts, we stop giving them such unwarranted value, and in fact, our fundamental beliefs and perspectives undergo a significant change. In reality, our opinions change, our tastes change, and suddenly you find yourself in a group you've loved for years and had a good time with. But that particular group no longer truly attracts you. That group now seems to you that it no longer holds the same appeal or interest as it once did. It's not genuine, it doesn't feel right to you, it's not real. And all of this is because of Mars in Capricorn and Saturn, which has been judging us for 12 years now and giving us certificates. Now, in the flow of life, faith is what matters. It doesn't matter what kind of sign you have. It doesn't matter what stage of life you're in or what spiritual or emotional phase you're at, but Saturn is at work now. It's bringing about profound and meaningful changes in your life that will inevitably lead you to significant spiritual growth, bringing you much closer to understanding and fulfilling your true dharma, your life's purpose. And that's precisely why we absolutely need to be completely honest with ourselves. I truly need to stop lying to myself and actively deceiving myself. That, above all else, is far more important than anything else you might consider. You can certainly fool others for a while and perhaps even get away with it temporarily. But in the deepest parts of your own life, your inner self, you simply cannot fool yourself. You might indeed be able to fool almost everyone else around you, but ultimately you can never truly fool yourself. Not deep down where it truly matters. When your soul knows the truth, there's nowhere left to run, nowhere left to hide. It's that moment when we stand in front of the mirror and have to admit our own flaws and the times we've fallen short. Where in my life have I fallen short? Where did I fail to set boundaries that led me here? Where did I overdo things or have unrealistic expectations that brought me to this point where I'm not satisfied with my life? And when we lay all this out in front of ourselves and honestly, fairly evaluate ourselves, without anyone else interfering, we judge ourselves. At that time, when we have learned the lesson, and naturally, someone who has mastered the lesson is given a master's certificate. That means I have now become a master in this field. I have become a master at having relationships with others, in this work, in this job, in this relationship, in this marriage, in this emotional matter. I have become a master. I have received my certificate. I have become an expert. And then when we face the same old problem that keeps coming up, maybe something that's been repeating in my life for 38 years, I always experience betrayal. I always see bad things from others. I always see oppression. All of this, especially in the past 12 years. It won't be repeated anymore. These are among the things we really, really need to be careful about during this time. I call it mental promiscuity, meaning that we, like a promiscuous person, go to any YouTube channel, go anywhere. You see, or we watch shorts briefly. Any video that pops up in front of us, it eats away at our brain, it gives us links, it distracts us from our real goal. I sit in front of my computer from morning till night, or I keep looking at my phone and watch these little YouTube videos about who did what with whom, and what do we care about his wife? What is he doing? Who went where? We really get nothing out of this stuff. Who did what? Who insulted his mother-in-law? Who talks in a certain accent? None of this gives us anything except that it distracts us. We don't even realize that society outside of us, the governments, the authorities, the matrix system, has left us to addiction. We are addicts. Every day we have to sit and watch what other people are doing with their lives. But when it comes to being alone in silence, thinking about my own life and taking responsibility for being good or bad, living my own life seems hard, so it's easier to distract myself again with other people's lives and see what I am in their lives. And absolutely none of this truly gives us any concrete proof. Whether it is through a strict father or a strict teacher, this essential understanding will not be given to us, and consequently, we will never fully become independent individuals anywhere in our lives. We remain stuck in the dreams of our wishes. We always stay at that stage of complaining that I'm not good enough. I don't have enough knowledge like others. I'm not beautiful enough compared to others. I don't have enough knowledge to become someone else. These are all the common mistakes and erroneous thoughts we frequently feed into our impressionable minds. And if, during this significant period of time, over these crucial 3 weeks, or at the very least in these initial 2 months, we diligently try to address them. To reduce a bit of this addiction, we have to focusing on others. Whether it's someone else's body, someone else's life, someone else's husband, someone else's wife, or someone else's money. If we put all of that aside and focus on ourselves, saying, for 3 months, I want to change myself. I'm no longer waiting for someone to knock on the door, for someone else's spouse to change me. I'm no longer waiting for a hero. Making heroes out of people is something that is very, very common among humans. I make someone a hero and wait for that hero to come and help. There will be no such hero. The hero is someone I created in my mind. I am the hero of my own life. Not anyone else, not outside of me. My savior is not outside of me. My Savior is within me. Everything is within me if I can recognize it. If I let go of trying to control others and only have control over myself, if I manage my own body and soul, I will have access to all the treasures that exist and that right now seem unattainable and unimaginable to me, and I will gather them. In these 3 weeks and in these simple 3 months, it really shows us where in my life I have been lacking, where I need to complete myself, where I have taken my attention away from my life, where I have sold myself short, where I have gone to excess, where I have lacked boundaries. It's time to accept responsibility and commitment to myself. If we try to commit to ourselves for 3 months, saying, I want to go from this point to that point because now is the time. What class have I been attending in these 40 days of fasting? It's just about focusing on this very class. My class starts from January. If you think you have a problem here, is it an issue with managing yourself? Are you struggling to identify the problems in your life? Is it about figuring out where in this puzzle of your life you have left something out, or missing something, or have lost something? Really, come to our classes. Our classes are held in both English and Farsi, and under this caption, you can see all the information you need. Even if you don't attend the classes, you can still manage yourself on your own. What you need to do first is make a commitment to yourself. Commit to being honest with yourself. I take off this mask from my face and am honest with myself. I sit down and reflect on which parts of my life I want to change, what aspects of myself I don't like and don't approve of, and which parts I want to improve within myself so that I can develop and expand those parts. It's really that simple. These thoughts push us. They put us through hardships so that eventually I wake up to myself. Eventually something gives me a big jolt and I have to sit down and ask, who is responsible for my misery? And then I start to reflect on myself, and right now we are at that stage. Before the new year begins, the new year is not the first day of spring, nor is it after the Gregorian New Year. It's not January 1st. The new year starts at the end of February with the storms of February, which come with the fire horse and the fire horse itself. This means we have to charge forward ourselves, otherwise we'll get burned. So, let's take this year seriously. This year is not like previous years, where you could say, let's see what happens, maybe it will, maybe it won't, I'll think about it. It's not a year where you can say, I'll do this tomorrow, I still have time. It's not a year to dance to everyone else's tune. It's not about imitating others. The year of fire is a unique year. We need to know all our own qualities. Either let go of it or increase it. Whatever you approve of, make it stronger. This is not a time for imitation, not a time for excuses, not a time for lying. It's a time for taking responsibility. That is to say, today, whatever I currently possess, wherever I presently reside, and whoever I truly am, I have meticulously created it all by myself and my rightful place in this world. I genuinely cannot bring myself to envy someone who is clearly above me, because if I do, I will always remain perpetually stuck in that very same stage of envy and resentment. I have to accept myself right where I am. This is the first foundation, the first step, and then I should clarify my dreams for myself. And when I was honest with myself and loved myself, I became my own companion. Because now I have forgiveness, I don't hold any grudges against anyone. I don't consider anyone responsible for my misfortunes, and I'm not a victim of circumstances. Instead, I put on my strong protective armor to truly take myself to the exact place I profoundly want to be. And on this challenging and significant journey to ultimately get there, I teach myself that whatever is putting pressure on me, in fact, it's truly giving my very own heart a significant test. In reality, it's bringing me into closer proximity to my innermost heart. It's bringing out the intense fire within me. And this is truly the profound secret of our very lives. The fundamental secret of precisely why I was brought into existence and why I am currently living this particular life in this specific situation I find myself in. Now, our second crucial right is deeply concerned with our individual situation. Each and every one of us, much like the truly unique marks on our thumbs, possesses our own unique and destined path in life. We should stay right where we are and be grateful for it. Instead of saying, why is someone lower, why is someone higher, let's not judge. Let's not judge the universe. The universe knows very well where it is placing me. I am also in a place that I deserve, and if we understand this, then gradually that stone that is hidden inside me, but within that stone there is a diamond. I bring it out, and when I find that diamond, it illuminates my entire life. It gives light, meaning it opens my eyes that couldn't see in the darkness. My heart that couldn't see in the darkness because it was full of resentment, full of darkness. It gives me light, and I can see and I can reach my dreams. It's very easy. The dreams here are either right behind the door waiting to catch me, or they want to belong to me, because it's my dream. If it wasn't meant for me, it wouldn't come into my mind. The dream wants to be mine. I stopped it, and when I gain self-confidence, I start to believe in myself, that I have the power, that I am the one who should go after it, not anyone else, not any other hero, just one person in life. And that cherished dream, instead of me pursuing after it, my personal dreams, my aspirations, it follows me just like my own shadow. It's always right behind me. It's all around me. I try to push it away, and yet it comes back to me even stronger than before. That's precisely how our most cherished dreams are, bringing them into reality. When I truly trust myself, then I start gradually building myself up firmly and steadily. All these me moments, the pride, the victimhood. Let's put aside all these things that have happened to me. This is a personal time. We might be able to fool a few people with these words, but we can't fool the universe. And Saturn is standing at the door saying, either accept it or go back. Go back and spend another 38 years, 40 years, 60 years, and you'll end up repeating all this again because you haven't understood any of the lessons except that you pretend and lie. But for those who have understood themselves and trust themselves, they know they are creators. They know they are children of God. They know they are in peace and in the embrace of the Creator. This light from within brings us closer to that dream. As I said earlier, the dreams of Kamsha are always here to give us a sense of peace, deep happiness, and lasting satisfaction. The very first and most crucial step for me personally is to fully accept and truly believe that I genuinely deserve it. I absolutely deserve that kind of respectful and positive treatment. While a dream is a dream, I will never ask for it very much. But when I reach that power that my dream now, at the current frequency of my extensive knowledge, I am truly in that tall palm tree. I am definitely leaving. I hope to see you in class. My class starts on January 11th and lasts for 4 days. But if you can't attend the class either, you can join in Persian if you know it, or in English. We have one starting in February for 4 days, And if you can't attend either class, please register in your own class. Believe in yourself and say, I will set aside 4 days for myself to truly rebuild, to fully recognize my own inherent strengths, and to profoundly discover the powerful fire burning within me. And the precious treasures hidden deeply here are absolutely full of wondrous miracles, so that I can clearly see them within myself. Wishing the very best for all of you, my dear sisters and brothers, from the bottom of my heart. Each and every one of you, I cherish you deeply.